Good morning, one and all. I hope everyone's having a mellow Monday because, well, it's Monday. Oh, it is April 22nd. Get the book out, see what we can manage before we start making. Need my coffee because technically, yeah, it's true. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it has been a long week. Oh, so many things happening. Oh, I'm going to be writing on my little weekly manager. I do enjoy these. I'm noticing that I'm staying just a little bit more on task with it. So let's figure out what we have to take care of today. As always, the same 3 things, or 2 things at least: laundry and dishes. Dishes and laundry, lawn, L-A-U-N, lawn, D-R-Y. See, can't even spell this morning. All right, so we've got that. And of course, I need to go to the grocery store. I need milk. Of all the things in the world I need the most, I need more milk. No juice. I have over-purchased juice. And don't buy any more soda. I'm addicted to it. You have 2 cases in the house plus 1 in the refrigerator. Wendy, don't buy any more. And sometimes I have to talk to myself that way. And then the continuous cleaning and the purging of stuff. Cleaning and purge. I don't think I spelled it right, but whatever. It's on the list. All right. So I think that covers it. I usually have a lot more, but I'm just not feeling it this morning. So if there's more, I'll write it down later. I hope the lighting is good. I'm having problems with my own vision trying to see. So let's get something in me that's not coffee. That wonderful sound. So, ooh. Sorry about the silence. Every once in a while, I just can't get all my brains to click on the same channel. I did get something new. I had been selling some things on Mercari, and I need to get some more things listed back up there again. But I purchased some watercolor paints that were handmade. This is a little swatch that came with them. There we go. And if I can get the light to hit it just right, you'll see that these are iridescent glitter watercolors. And these were handmade, and I love them. I absolutely love them. And they came in this little container. This is handmade Affinity paints. There we go. Slides open. Has this wonderful little piece here so you can label them. And then there are the paints. And I really love the fact that the little paint pan she has them in, first of all, it's clear. I haven't seen a clear paint pan. And then she has a little magnet on the back, or they, I don't know. I always call them she's. I apologize if you're not. And yeah, clicks right in. And these are some wonderful, wonderful things that I found. I love these little watercolor paints. So that's been fun for me to find those and to play with those. As a matter of fact, if any of you have been watching me for a while, you know, there was a watercolor painting I had started and wasn't very happy with. I was going to add some gouache to it to bring some less opaque paint into it and colors. And then I got that glitter paint, that glitter watercolor, and I just started adding glitter. And I even had some gold flakes, tiny, tiny pieces of gold flake and foil. And I thought that I would add that. But this is that painting now. And as you see, I took the tape off, I've lifted it up, and I might do a couple of little things to it still, but for the most part, she's done. So I did kind of finish that, and that was something I didn't expect to do. Let's see. I'm really not feeling as well as I thought I would be feeling this morning. I'm sorry, everyone. As a matter of fact, if you'll give me just a minute, I've got to go take care of one thing. I will be right back. I have to find my Chasing Unicorns picture, huh? Give me just a minute, guys. I'm back. Thank you so much. I had to take some medication. I feel better now. Okay, now, so the watercolor thing's kind of done. I do need to swatch those new watercolors. But as you know, I ruined my swatch book. So I think I'm going to wait to swatch them until I do a big swatching thing. I kind of made a page. I was trying a new technique taught in a class, and I haven't quite finished everything, but I did make a page. It's very busy. But it has, these are 3-dimensional stars. This is done with something called stencil butter. And it is got this gold shine that is just amazing. And then each little corner of the page, I swatched the watercolors. I'm going sideways so you guys can get the glitter effect. I had already put some Magicals, which is this in the middle, on it. And I wanted to see how well these new paints would work with the Magicals. It's awesome. It's amazing. So I have great ideas that I really want to try. I'm just in the process of finding what I want to try them on and completing a few other things before I start a whole new blow up idea. I'm really hoping that the watercolor and the Magicals will stick to a black canvas. I'm a bit concerned that they won't. So we'll see how it goes. But until then, I have other new things to play with. Okay, I don't know if I've shown this to you guys. Gonna have to clean it out. It got dirty. But I have a mold to make hinges. And I have a mold to make, this one just came, doubloons. Look at that. Spanish and pirate doubloons and old world money. So I really want to try these out. So I think that's what we're going to do today. So people are really particular about scissors. I just reached, I'm not sure if I showed these to you guys next week. Hold on, or last week. This week, next week, last week, the week before, the week after. I'm so funny in my own mind. Oh, sorry, I keep looking this direction because I opened my curtains up and the sun's coming through, and it just is a lovely morning here, which I don't know. Our weather and everything has been fluctuating so much. I was trying to do this less noise, but it's like, ugh. It's like stuck in there. Yeah, it's been one of those mornings, guys. You're going to have to deal with funky, childish Wendy. Childlike, childish, childlike. Okay. I'm so excited. I really like trying out new things. Here we go. All right, let's do this a little different. Whoop. Don't get seasick on me now. Here we go. We're going down. Going down, going down. There we go. And as you can see, I still haven't cleaned. Look, you never know the watercolor's there. I'm horribly funny. I tried to be horribly funny, and we'll see how it works out this season. So these were the new scissors that I got for fussy cutting. And I didn't want to use them on the plastic because some people are really particular about whether their scissors are cutting paper, plastic, or fabric. So I know people have labels for all sorts of them. Anyway, this one pairs really nice. I like the little cushiness on the handle. I got these from Spectrum Art Creations, where I get a lot of my goodies. Alrighty. Then we have, this is what I'm going to use in the molds. I guess I should turn that around. It makes more sense to you guys now, huh? Got to remember that. And this is from Stamperia, Mixed Media Art, extra light soft clay in the color of white. And I have acquired a Seal-A-Meal system. So one of these videos, we're going to be trying the Seal-A-Meal out on sealing up our air dry clays. And so we can keep those going. So I know I usually spend about half the show doing my, or at least recently I have, trying to do the manage it part. So today I kind of wanted to get to this a little sooner and get started crafting a little earlier in the morning, or in the show, because I just thought I was spending too much time trying to manage my life. And I want to craft. I know, sometimes you got to manage your life so you can continue on with everything else. Well, I'm overwhelmed by managing. Let's see if these will work for me, these two tools. This is a scraper by Ranger. I paid a couple of dollars for it. It's got a nice thin edge on it. So I'm hoping that's going to work good for scraping the excess off. And I also have this one from the Dollar Tree, which has a slightly wider edge on it, which works better for other things. It also has this little grippy spot, which I kind of like. Hello, Buying Space. Sorry, I'm doing really bad with names this week. So, okay, here we go. I'm going to scoop some of this out with the one that has a sharper edge. So there's a nice little dollop. Let's see how it works. Ooh, okay. I want to play with it with my fingers for a minute because I guess I haven't. I don't know if I should just poke it in or work it or what. So I'm just going to poke it in, I guess. Let's poke it in. And I try and go from one side to the other. That way, if there's any air bubbles, it goes out. I don't know if that's a technique that needs to be worried about with this kind of clay or what. And then I'll do the same thing right into this one. And I don't know if I should be okay. Let me use the wider one. I love it. I love it, Myra. You know, you're right. You have some amazing unboxings. I do enjoy watching them. And I love how I don't know if you're still doing it. It's been a little while since I've watched a lot of videos, but if I remember correctly, you would show these large piles of boxes from your incoming mail, and then you do the unboxings, but the huge piles of mail. And I think so. So I live for China. They said. Nice. I have a problem buying things online. I know I do. And I never know if it's because what I think I'm getting is so awesome, if I'm just addicted to spending money, which is definitely high on the, yeah, that's probably it list. But the other thing is that the mail. You know what? I have a problem with my postal carrier and my local post office, and I wish I had the ability to get the kind of mail in to annoy them. Trust me. My life with my postal carrier has not been pleasant. But I have my eviction, my last date notice on when I have to move out of where I'm living, and that's a year from July. So I'll have the opportunity for a new postal worker eventually in the near future. This stuff is really smooth and soft. I like this air dry clay a lot. I know I probably shouldn't put them all in at once. So I'm going to leave the bottom 3 empty. And so the thing about this clay, this air dry clay, is that it is supposed to stay. Oh, heavens. Wait, I remember you used to be a letter carrier. I've seen a couple of videos where you mentioned that. Yeah. Supposed to play Miss Yahtzee. Yeah. So so the thing about this clay, one of the selling points that was mentioned, one of the reasons I purchased it, is because it holds its shape well enough that when you're doing this, you can turn it out while it's still in this softness, and it will hold its shape. So let's see. I've done more than I probably should. I'm under the impression you should only do one at a time, or at least that's the way it was working with the DAS air dry, DAS, D-A-S air dry clay that I was working before. So let's see how this goes. The possibility of me moving to Florida is high. And when I say high, I'm talking like 50 chance, man. We got a 50-50 shot right now. And it is actually leaning towards Florida. If my name does not come up on the HUD, which HUD is our Housing and Urban Development, or Section 8 housing in our area, and if my housing doesn't come through from them when it's time for me to leave, then Florida will be my only other option. And right now the other half is down there helping take care of his family. So, oh wow, this peels out really nicely. Oh wow, are you guys seeing how nicely that just peeled out of there? Wow! Oh, I'm shocked. Oh, that was smooth as butter, baby. Let me get my little spatulas. They'll help us scoop. Sorry, trying to find the right palette knife. I guess these two will have to do. Palette knives. Palette knives. And it's flat. This one has a scoopy doopy on it. Guess I was making texture with it somewhere. I've already got goopies on it. So yeah, here we go. Turn them around so you can see them. I am in love with this stuff. And this is super lightweight. So when it's dried, I'll be able to use some of my paints and other things, and oh, too close. Paints and other things to tint them, color them, and then when I glue them onto something, whether it's a card or the top of a package or anything, they will, come on, you were trying to focus. Oh, this camera and I, we're going to figure life out eventually. So yeah, so these are the doubloon coins. And I'm going to do the other 3 because I want one of each. See, I had been meaning to talk to my HUD facility. And as a matter of fact, I left a message with them and I never got a call back. So I think I actually have to walk into the door to ask questions. But that's a couple of my questions. And I was wondering if you could be signed up for HUD in more than one county. We have a couple of other counties very close to us here in Jackson County. One of them specifically being Josephine County. And I was going to see if I could get on the HUD list for a house in that county as well. And I had not gone down and asked, but seeing you've mentioned this now about HUD being transferable in the right circumstances, I will definitely look into that. I will also mention it to my other half. There might be somebody he knows down there for me to talk to about this. His mother is very active in the Mormon church, and they do have a couple of friends who might have that information. So thank you. I will definitely check into that. I took a smaller lump this time. Let's see if I'm guesstimating the size better. So yeah, that's good to know. I will definitely look into that. If I go to Florida, I know where I will be going. I will be going to northern to central Florida. Right now, my other half is living in a place called, I think, Pomona Park or something like that. It's a little retirement community outside of Palatka. And that's where he's with them, helping them. And if I go that direction, then I totally expect to be there. So I'm not positive what's going to happen. I love Florida. I love the islands. Although I haven't been to the Keys, I have an affinity to the ocean, and such like that. I love my Oregon coast, but the Oregon coast is different. Most of the Oregon coasts are rocks. Yeah. I went down and I visited 1 year a while back, and it was awesome. And where his mother lives, there's a pond out back, and pond/lake with birds, fish, alligators. You know, it's Florida. You got to expect an alligator or two. And I know that I am probably the most foolish person out there, but I love using game calls. And yes, they have them for everything. One of them being alligators. And yeah, Wendy kept wanting to call in the alligators, so that they would, so she could talk to them. Wendy wants always to talk to the animals. Oh, hell yes. that's one of the places I got to go on my trip, even though it was the middle, was St. Augustine, because for multiple reasons. There's a book out called The Secret, and there are treasures to be found if you can follow the clues in this book. And everybody seems to think that the answer means that it's in the Fountain of Youth State Park, which I would love to go sometime. But I think might be in other places. But that was one reason I wanted to go. But there are multiple other reasons. I have loved that. I've studied that area. I don't know. There are just so many things. My problem is, though, and I'm a born and raised Oregonian. I'm almost 50 years old, and I have been in the same state since I was born. I spent a month in Colorado, and I spent 6 months on the road with my first ex-husband as a long-haul truck driver. But pretty much my entire life has been spent in the state of Oregon. So, moving to Florida is going to be a big difference for me. Oh, well, The Secret is a great treasure hunt across the United States. A few of them have been found, not all of them. They think they know where some of them were, but the locations may have been destroyed. But I also think that there were a few put in places that, yeah, people have got the guess on the state right, but they're not necessarily looking in the right location. So, I don't know. All right. I got glitter in this. Somehow I managed to get glitter in my mold. Here, let's see if we can get it out. So I found every once in a while I need a small crafting brush, like when I'm doing the gold leaf. I know this isn't the right kind or the right one, but this is a little stash away makeup brush that I picked up somewhere, I think at a garage sale with a whole bunch of other stuff. And I've been using it for moving the gold leaf off the page. And now I'm hoping I can use it to clean out whatever is in this mold. And that's a big fat no. Well, I know one way to do it. Let's put some stuff in there and it'll pick it all up. So the first one's going to be dirty. That's all right. It's a test, right? It's a test. So let's scoop some out and flop it into this mold. All right, kind of mush it together. I don't know if that's good or not to do. I don't know. I need to watch a few videos. I also need to watch a few videos. I know it's an older product, but a while back, my friend got me a melting pot from Ranger. Ooh, I looked to the wrong side. Now my eyes are, whew, can't see anything. Exactly. Oh, I got some Christmas stuff that I need to sell. Actually, it was somebody's grandmother's Christmas stuff, and they didn't want them. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll take it. And so I've got some vintage Christmas stuff I need to sell. And that's going to be coming up real soon. I was going to do a Christmas in July sale, but the Christmas stuff is coming in now. And if I'm getting it now, I need to be selling it now, right, guys? gonna have to do a early Christmas sale even before the planned Christmas in July. Okay, wow, I did a really good job of taking it in small pieces and filling it up without a lot of leftover. Let's see how this works on pushing things down. I'm going across, making a nice smooth. I just want to make sure the backs are really nice and smooth so that if I do use them on something, they lay flat without any sanding or anything like that. I'd rather have it right to begin with than try and have to fix it. All right, a little edge right there. Kind of do a little scrape along the edge. And then lay it back on. Well, no, there's no laying it back on. And then smoothing it out a little. Oh, yeah, I like that. That works well. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I like that. All right. Oop. Hold on one second. Okay. Turn that off for a second. It's just the other half in Florida, as a matter of fact. I'll call him back in just a second, but I wanted to get this turned out. Oh, come on out, baby. Wow, it's thick. I don't think I realized that the mold was that thick. Okay. All right. So, first thing we've learned, the little holes, fill them in first. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. I didn't know you could do that. That I didn't know. So you can see as I took it apart, it ripped. So the holes get filled in for the little holes, and this one left stuff in the hole. Bloop. So that just means that I didn't fill it in well. And it is dirty. Eek. Look at the hinge though. Can you see the hinge? I'm gonna break it apart because it's already broke, but that is so much fun. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Because we're playing and we're experimenting, I'm gonna stuff this right back where it was. On the hinge. Just the hinge part. This is just for play, so I shouldn't worry too much about the back. And then we flip it over again. Wow, I just can't believe how thick this mold is. This is what we do. We need to peel it up above and then roll it out. There we go. Okay, learning technique. The other thing I thought is, what if I cut where the hinge is supposed to go to the other side? And if I just cut that other side out, how do I get that tiny spot? How do I get that tiny spot? I don't have a sharp pointy that's that small. Nope, that's not small enough. Hold on just a second. Back it up. Find some more tools. It's time for tools. Hey, this will work. Funky little tool I have from something. Oh yeah, just the perfect size. Almost the perfect size. Come on. Okay, next time I have to have a tinier tool. for that.
But that's okay. I'm trying to make an individual hinge, the one side of the hinge, like it's waiting to be placed with its partner, you know, like it's missing its little eye bolt thing that holds the two hinges together.
Okay, this is fun. I like this. So now it looks like that. Like it's actually part of a hinge. But can you guys see the thickness? This is so different. And you can see it's so much taller. Wow. Oh, you have company? You need to go? I understand. I understand. I'm just going to keep stuffing things into molds until I've used it all up. Even if it's dirty, it will still it'll still come out and I can make, you know, just don't want to waste. And these doubloons seem to have come out much better. But yeah, the thickness of that is just so surprising. So now I'm just going to keep making doubloons with this. I am going to leave that one thick one out. I'm also interested in how long it takes them to dry. And I think I need to get using this stuff because it feels like it might be starting to get affected. So I don't want any more clay. I want to package up the clay so that it stays as fresh as it can. And I need to also, like I said, work on that air. Oh, what do you call it? The food saver machine. So it sucks all the air out. Ooh, that's not going to work. Let's move that piece of tape down a little bit. Let's see if it helps. All right. Oh, I'm going to have new tape. Well, let's see. I got this tape from Extra Stuff. Maybe it'll help longer. There we go. Air dry clay. All right, let's use up this extra and get on with our day, right? Got about 15 minutes to 10, at least 10 my time. So, you know, calculate your adjustments. Right, get this smooshed in here. Get this done up nice. And once they're dry, I'll see if I can bring them back next week and we'll see what we can do with them after they're dry. All right, let's do some smear. Oh, wow, I didn't even hit the upper corner of this one. Now, if you don't get your doubloon totally molded and for some reason it does come out kind of light or halfway, like part of the coin's missing, just remember, after years and years in the ocean, none of these doubloons are perfect anymore. So having it worn or looking like it's not totally impressed well, that is not a problem if you're trying to do these things, because if you go down there and you happen to find one in the ocean, it's rare that they come out perfect due to the fact that they've been rolling around in the bottom of the ocean for so long. So it can give a nice effect for whatever your creation might be. All right, I think that's it, guys. I think we're all spread, packed tightly. And here we go. I really, really like these. They turn out so nicely. The clay is just so easy to work with.
And it's not like you have to wait for it to dry. It's not like you can't do more than one. Remember how things went with the tree one? Whoo, that was bad. We will have to try the trees with this Stamperia soft clay next, because I was really kind of bummed that those trees didn't come out. They were so, oops, here we go. They were so, what do you call it? That stone air dry clay didn't work the way I thought it would. So next time when we use that, there we go. Next time when we use that, we will have to try one at a time first, and then use this, and then we will see how well it all goes. I have to admit, there is not a lot of waste with this air dry clay. I don't know if you saw the table real quick again, but this is my waste. Very teeny tiny flecks, and not a lot. And I bet you, if I worked in a timely fashion, I could still use this. But it's been out and it's super thin. But if I would have been picking it up as I went, the waste would have been even less. And if that's my pile of waste, I mean, I've got still a little bit here on my thing, and there's still some like fuzzy tiny bits around, but in comparison to how much I've wasted in the past, and I didn't even get that much on my fingers. You guys remember the air dry, the DOS stone clay? My fingers looked like they were covered in granite. And this is so nice. There's just nothing there. So yeah, I think that was a good run with the new material. I'm happy with it. I will definitely be using it again. And next time we'll see how they decorate up. So don't forget, it's a Monday, guys. So try and get all your ducks in the row for the week. I know I wish I could, but things are a little crazy. But I have some good ideas, some good plans, and I have made progress. I had all my papers piled on the bed. They were papers. How do I explain this? I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have over 20 containers of paper. I have 7 plastic ones, 7, 8, 9 plastic folding ones. I have a wooden box, or I have a cardboard box, special box, plus I have other boxes full of paper, and they are no longer sitting on my bed, which means that I can finish cleaning my bed off, and that's going to be huge progress for me. All right, guys, I guess we're going to cut a little early today. Go over and check out Caroline's Monday sale, Yunstar Girl. I believe she's on with, I don't remember who she has on today, but she usually has a guest. So please go over to Yunstar Girl's channel and check out what she's got going on. Tell her Wendy sends her love, and you guys have a great day. And we'll catch you next Monday. Bye, everyone.